Hello everybody, hello. It's midnight again, so I guess that means it's time for me to make another video. This time, I thought we'd move past Nilfgaard and how to counter Marl. If you're curious about that, then just look at my past videos, you can find that. I thought we could move on to Northern Realms, because my latest video that I made with Nilfgaard actually got more views than I expected. It got over 1,000, so I was very happy about that, so I thought, let's move on to Northern Realms and see how that works out. So Northern Realms, this is the Team R2's snapshot. They as well as Team Leviathan Gaming come out with a snapshot every now and then. So I'll put those in the description setting. If you guys want to take a look at that, then you definitely can. So this is the best deck that they have. Tier 1, Siege Pincer Maneuver. So Northern Realms rather has a combo inside this deck which rivals even Marl. That combo is Radeyah and Anséis. So if you don't know what Radeyah and Anséis do, I'll go over very quickly. Radeyah and Anséis, this is Radeyah right here. Radeyah, if your starting deck has no duplicates, spawn your faction stratagem or your neutral stratagem. So it's an 8 body for 10 provisions, which is already pretty good. Because usually with something with an ability, it would be like 4 power, like Avlock or something like that. So typically, she would do her faction stratagem, which gives +3 boost as well as shield. Sometimes she'll go in the ranged row and she'll do magic lamp or tactical advantage for 5, so she'd be at 13 for 10, which is insane. So the thing about it is, the reason why Radeyah is so strong is because whenever you do engineering solution, not only is it an 8-point body, but it's something you can't touch. And a lot of times in Gwent, when something is not interactable, people can find ways to abuse it. So the way people abuse engineering solution is they'll play Radeyah, which is already pretty good, and then they'll wait with the engineering solution for you to play something that they want to remove. After you play something they want to remove, who knows how much strength it is, then you'll go ahead and, as the Northern Realms player, play Prince Anséis. And Prince Anséis does 4 damage to an enemy unit, but if it's inspired means if it's boosted. If it's boosted, then you duel instead. So basically, Radeyah makes Prince Anséis a 7 power witch shield that duels. So he can kill up to a 14-point unit without taking any damage at all. So you can see why that's really strong. And there are a few ways to counter it, and I'm going to show you a few ways. But before I do, if we go back to the Team R2's site, and you look at this, I actually just looked it up and I saw this. Look at this right here. The real heart of the deck is Radeyah. In this deck, we'll often play Radeyah on the melee row to utilize Engineering Solution. And it combos with Prince Anséis. And the point ceiling of this combo is 29 points at maximum, but it offers flexibility and removal. So you can see how insane that is. Round 3, if you don't have last say, even if you do have last say, if you play something, they can blow it up instantly. Why? Because they run in the leader ability, Pincer Maneuver. And Pincer Maneuver, let me see if I can bring that up to make it easier for you guys to see on Gwent. Pincer Maneuver, let me see right here. Here we go. So the reason why that's strong is because Pincer Maneuver, play a Northern Realms faction from your hand and then draw any card. So they can play Radeyah plus Anséis instantly. So they instantly have 29 points of removal over top of bodies. So how do you counter Radeyah and Anséis? So I have a video for you, and we can all watch it together, and I'll go through it. The video is about 2 minutes long, so it's not that long at all, and I chopped it up for us. So here's the video right here. So to set the mood, kind of, this is round 1, and I'm up by 1 point. And it's my turn, and I can decide if I want to pass or not. If you notice, I have 2 good cards in my hand. I have Vildakar as well as Royal Decree. My opponents played Philippa Falabar, Baron, as well as Vincent. Take a listen to what I say. Should I pass here? Lol. So we got out Baron, Philippa, Falabar, Vincent. You know the sad thing is that if he shoot like Radeyah, he'll still win, because he'll just crush my Vildakar as the last player, right? So did you hear what I said? I said that if he is Radeyah, we're not 100% sure, but pretty much all Pincer Maneuver will probably be Radeyah, Prince Anséis, right? Because it's just so strong. But if he is Radeyah, I lose the game. I cannot win the game because, as last say, I'm looking at a bigger picture. As last say, if I lose this round, right, then he will take care of my Vildacar, which is inside my hand, and he'll probably just win off of that alone, because it's just so many points. So the only thing I could really do in this situation is try to bait out a Radeyah or Ansei if he has it in his hand. And here's how I do it right here. So I end up playing the Vildacar. You can see I played it in the bottom.
He's gonna pass here.
And this is where I'm like, he has to pass.
On his part. Like, he has to pass here. Let's be for reals.
But if you notice, I'm up by 13 points. If you remember, Radeyah is 13 points as well, right? Max setting. So he can't Radeyah here. So the only thing he could possibly do is play something lower power. And if he plays something lower power, like let's say 4 or 5 points or whatever, since he's already Falibard, as well as Philippa as well, like there's really nothing else. Like Vincent, he's already has the Vincent on the board. So the only thing he could do is play something lower power, and then if he has the Radeyah stuck in his hand and I instantly pass, then he would have to play the Radeyah. So I basically bait out any Radeyah that he has.
He's gonna look at his hand, he's gonna look at me, he's gonna look at him, he's gonna look at me, and then he's gonna say, alright, I'm gonna keep playing. You don't got 9 points unless it's Radeyah, and if it's Radeyah, then you threw. That's a throw. You would never use Radeyah. That's his win con is Ansei.
So you can see right there that I said that his win con is Ansei. So we identified his win con. Let me just load this up. So we identified his win con. His win con was Prince Ansei and Radeyah, right? Just like what Team Aratuza said, which was, let me just bring that up just very quick one more time, which is that the real heart of the deck is Radeyah. You need to be saving Radeyah. So what the opponent should have done was play pass instead of playing the Bomb Heaver and the Radeyah. But we understood that the heart of his deck, even without looking at the meta report, was the Radeyah as well as the Ansei. So that's why we played the Vildacar early. Because if we don't win the round anyway, then we lose. And as well as if we don't get Radeyah out, right? So if we play the Vildacar in that situation and then the opponent passes, right? He would have Radeyah in his hand. Then I would have to be forced to play round 2 and try to break up the combo that way with Radeyah. It'd be a lot more difficult. But we were very fortunate that we were able to bait out the Radeyah this round. I ended up winning this game. So that shows you the importance of trying to be up by a certain amount of points. If you noticed, I was up just in that range where nothing else could do it but Radeyah. He was probably hoping I was going to play one more card and then pass, but we realized that we were within that range where he was not coming back either way. And so that's what allowed us to bait out the Radeyah and then eventually win the game off of it. So I just wanted to take a brief moment to show you guys the combo that Radeyah and Ansei makes, and 29 points is insane. But there are a few little nuances to kind of mitigate the point value. And so if you do like these type of videos, just let me know and I'll make some more. And I'll see you guys next time.